What did Richard Heart and Ivan on Tech talk about PulseChain? In this video, we'll be looking into why Ivan on Tech invited Richard Heart on his channel and what are the important things Heart talked about that makes PulseChain stand out from other projects. Hello and welcome to ABCrypto. If you are new to our channel, just hit the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell to receive any new video updates. Let's get started. One thing that the crypto world desperately needs right now is good projects. Projects that are more secure, have higher throughput, low fees, more decentralization, and above all, a strong community. While currently there are multiple Layer 1 projects which are working on these issues, however, the one that stands out from the crowd is PulseChain, which is part of Richard Heart's ecosystem. Heart is among the very few crypto entrepreneurs who not only know what the world needs, but also knows how to deliver something that's outside the box and works in the best way possible. And this is exactly why Ivan on Tech, a YouTuber and a famous developer, invited him on his channel to not only talk about PulseChain and its launch, but also about a possible tech partnership on his latest project known as Moralis. Moralis is a bridge between Web 2 and Web 3.0. The platform is at its early stages, but the aims are freaking high as it aims to help MetaMask by providing users an option to see where their portfolio of NFTs is. Apart from this, lots of projects that range from development to education to games are currently being built on Moralis. Clearly, it isn't to be taken lightly and will go places since it has a solid foundation. Ivan understands with PulseChain, he can take Moralis to the next stage since he's getting more security and higher throughput, including several other advantages. And this is exactly why he did a live stream with Richard Heart to better understand the motivation behind the development of PulseChain and see if it's a better option for what he's planning to do or not. Ivan also made it clear that he's waiting for the launch of PulseChain's mainnet because without it, there are plenty of features that he cannot access which he wants to, allowing him to better test the future prospects of PulseChain's blockchain and its integration with Moralis. If Ivan uses PulseChain for Moralis, this is big. In the stream, Ivan talked about the following things with Richard Heart. Number 1, the security of PulseChain. Upon being questioned by Ivan about what makes PulseChain's code so perfect, Heart said, "We first elected to fork with Binance Smart Chain instead of Ethereum, but we quickly learned that Binance has plenty of faults since their Paralia consensus can be easily exploited. In fact, my team can easily exploit it if we want to. So we took the first step right by forking Ethereum." Additionally, Heart said, "Developers can make things that are relatively more secure when they choose to. We're achieving this through the help of making sure not to use magic numbers when writing the code and instead using variables. We're also using well-audited frameworks and a more secure language instead of Solidity, as we know that there are plenty of bugs in it since a lot of money has already been lost. So the key to PulseChain's success is that we're making the right choices by considering not using systems where people have lost money. And this is also a reason why Hexs has been successful so far, as by these choices, we have minimized the attack surface." Heart also said that there are more benefits to keeping things simple rather than making a mess. At the end of the day, simple things are not just easier to make, but they're also easier to maintain. And if you want to get ahead of the game for PulseX, make your way to PulseXtokens.com. Here you can also list new token projects for free, vote for your community's project, and utilize their free PulseX faucet for 100 PulseX per day that will be queued up and given to you at launch, all in exchange for simply getting their name out there. They have also just launched a Richard Heart style clothing line and even accept Hexs payment. You can use my personal links down below and can become an affiliate yourself to earn 20% from any users who join using your link. Next up, number 2, PulseChain's bridge. Another thing Richard Heart talked about was how most of the hacks in the crypto world happen due to bridging. By now, more than $1 billion has been lost thanks to the weak points in the bridges. And since PulseChain users will not have to bridge their tokens because they're already on PulseChain's network, users can access them once it launches. This isn't just pure genius, but it also makes PulseChain much safer as compared to others because users don't have to bridge unless they really want to do it. On the other hand, with different projects, users have no choice other than to bridge their tokens because those tokens are not on the other side where users want them to be. This will make users' funds on PulseChain to be as safe as they can be. Number 3, a better version of Ethereum. Another thing Heart talked about is how people think Ethereum's proof of stake will bring lower fees and more security, but in reality, none of that will happen. And that's good news for PulseChain because with this, we'll be the better version of Ethereum as we will have more burn and lower fees. So this will give enough incentive for the community to make the switch, and that's what makes PulseChain a better market fit. Number 4, Hexs' biggest weapon. Upon being asked by Ivan what makes Hexs so special, Hard said with Hexs, we're basically monetizing the time, which many other cryptocurrencies have learned they should do too. In fact, now Ethereum is also doing it. And since people have learned that Hexs gives far better APY than anyone else does, they want more of it. And since the price of Hexs is now 90% down from 10,000x, it is the best time to get it. Number 5. No launch date. Lastly, Hart said he's not giving any launch date. According to Hart, it is best for people to forget asking me about the launch date because I know how important it is, and once my developers are ready, I will launch it. So, what do you think? Do you think Ivan should pick PulseChain for his project or not? Like always, don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section down below. This brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you guys found this video resourceful and entertaining, and if you have any more information to add to improve to the content in this video, please do so down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you loved watching this video, send us those likes. We thank you guys for watching and see you in our next video.